Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming. So got a little bit of a showcase for you today. You may or may not be aware that I'm a massive fan of Blood Bowl. If you follow our Instagram or Facebook, you'll see that I tend to put quite a few photos of work in progress and things like that. But I finally got a couple of teams ready, so I thought I would do a couple of showcases for you. The plan is that we're going to be doing some Blood Bowl content, so there'll be some match reports that we're going to be doing on hopefully on a reasonably frequent basis. Yeah, let's without further ado, let's just get into this showcase. So this is actually a team I painted up for Dan, who is one of the guys that you probably see on the channel. Occasionally you hear him in the background, that type of thing. So I painted these up for him. So let's start with the guys in the middle. These are two Ork linemen. So these are your sort of, your basic players, your cheap players, which just the ones that you want to get punched in the face, really. So I've tried to sort of weather them up a bit, make them look like they've been through a few games. Chips on the armour, lots of blood on the knuckle dusters and things like that, make them look a bit menacing. So that's the first guy. And the second guy, much the same, just dirtied up, blood and muscles all defined there. These Blood Bowl miniatures, they're actually really quite detailed. I was quite surprised. So they did actually take quite a while to paint up, more than what I was actually anticipating. It's not like painting up a Space Marine, to be honest with you. So I've just free-handed the numbers rather than using the transfers, because although we painted them red, these aren't going to be the gouged eye, which is the team that comes in the box set. This is just a team that Dan's going to name himself, so I didn't want to use all the transfers for that. Next up, we'll go with the Blitzers. So the Blitzers, you only actually get two in the box set, but an Ork team works best with 4 Blitzers. So myself and Dan, we did sort of some swapsies really with our figures. So we both bought the box set. I had his humans and he had my Orks, knowing that I'm only going to actually probably play against Dan mainly anyway, so it just made sense. So he was able to then have 4 Blitzers and 4 Black Orks, and I was able to have four Blitzers in my human team, which we'll show you on the next video. So here's the first guy, again all sort of battered up. I've tried to paint the armor panels differently, just so you can sort of identify the individuals in their armor. I was just bringing one up just so I can show you what I've done. So obviously this one's more red on the face and the trimming and everything like that, whereas this one is more red actually round his armor plates and silver trimming and stuff like that, with all the blood on and everything like that. So yeah, that's the second Blitzer, and we'll go to the other two. So again, this one was more black, so I decided just to give it a little bit more colour by doing his hair a slightly different colour than just keeping it black with a black face mask. But quite happy with the results. I think they look quite good. They look good on the pitch as well. So that's the last one. He's obviously given somebody quite a nasty little shoulder charge there with all the blood splattered there. That's just blood for the blood. Try and speak. Blood for the blood god effect. So it comes out with quite a gloss finish there, but it looks really good, particularly on Blood Bowl figures. Highly recommend doing that. Next to pull up, we'll go with the Black Orks. So these are your hard-hitting players that you stick on the front line and just crush your opponent. So again, because they're all posed exactly the same, just try to paint them slightly more individual, just so they sort of stand out a little bit more. So hopefully that works. It's helpful for your opponent as well, particularly when you're in league play, when some players will have skills and some won't. You can say, this guy that's more red, he's got block, whereas this guy has got no skills, that type of thing. So it just makes it a little bit easier for your opponent at a glance. The last two Black Orks, if I can get them. So again, this one's got more blood for the blood god splattered up his chest. It's obviously smashed somebody's head into that or something. So yeah, there you go. There's your two Black Orks. And then controversially, Dan wanted a thrower in his team. I have tried to tell him that Orks don't throw the ball, but he's determined to get a throwing play going with his Ork team. So he asked me to paint up a thrower. So this is how he came out. Again, blood for the blood god. I just put it on this sort of rag to make it look like he's had a bloody hand and he's had to wipe it off on the towel before he throws the ball, because you don't want to fumble that. So there is the thrower with his big cheesy grin. And then last of all, this is actually a Forge World model. This is one of the star players. He's a guy called Varagulchua. To be honest with you, when I saw him on the Forge World website, I wasn't actually that keen on him. I didn't think it was a very good looking model, but when you get him in real life, he's actually really quite cool. So quite happy with how he's came out as well. He's a really good player as well. If you're thinking about buying him, he's definitely worth thinking about fielding if you've got the inducements. He's pretty quick for an Ork. He's got jump up. He's got mighty blow. He's strength 4. So yeah, he hits pretty hard. So he's definitely worth a look. But that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. As I said, there will be some more showcase videos for Blood Bowl as I finish teams. I'm currently working on a Chaos Dwarf team. I'm working on a Skaven team, Underworld team, and a Chaos Renegade team. So yeah, lots going on there. So when I get those finished, there'll be more showcase videos. But the next showcase video we'll do will be the human team. And then after that, shortly after that, hopefully we'll get a game in for you to watch as well. Thinking the first games are probably going to be more like a tutorial sort of setup. If you don't know the game, you know, it'll just help you to learn that. Me and Dan are both pretty experienced coaches. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you in the next one.